and that I didn't really have to share it with you unless I felt like it. Well, we've been not performing for about 2.5 weeks, so this is our first show back after an entire summer in Europe. And, thank you for such a warm welcome. Not only back to Dallas, but back into I said earlier, I'm going to try to rein this in and stay on point here, which is a media term. And I love you too. We've already established that twice tonight. So the first, was it the first song? No, it was the third song that we played tonight, What's the Frequency Kind of has 2 texts. Okay, first, let me set this up, because I'm not going to assume anything tonight. We've been playing together as a band for a great long time, centuries. Many of them, although I'm not an autobiographic writer, I did live in Texas for 5 years of my life. This is the first time this past week I was looking at one of the airline magazines, and they have the map of the United States. And for the first time ever, I saw Killeen Fort Hood as one of the cities that's named. I don't know if that's worthy of applause or what, but apparently it's grown a little bit since I was there. Anyway, I've used those 5 years repeatedly to be able to acknowledge my hatred of this despicable administration. And it's been really useful. But there's a lot of noise out there. There's a whole lot of noise, and I'm kind of a glass half full guy. And I feel like, you know, well, I've had a very fortunate, a very privileged life. I think all of us have, or we wouldn't be at an R.E.M concert on a Friday night. But I've had a really privileged life, but I'm really an optimist, and I'm happy to say that as terrible as the first decade of the 21st century started, particularly with 9/11, and then particularly with the aftermath of that on the part of this administration, I think we're going to end it in a really fucking beautiful way with the election of Barack Obama as president of the United States. The two things that I would, okay, so we set that up. Copper Cove, Texas. I lived there for 5 years. Heart of Texas County, Coryell County. I still know my zip code. 76522 was my zip code. If anybody wants to do a search, I lived on Live Oak Drive, 2607 Live Oak Drive, Copper Cove, Texas, 76522. And that kept me from being kidnapped as a child, knowing all that. Anyway, the 2 references in What's the Frequency Kenneth that are Texas-based. Number 1, Rick Linklater, the amazing filmmaker from Austin, is quoted in the 2nd verse because he actually said, withdrawal and disgust is not the same as... That's it. Thank you. And the other reference is one that I've never actually said before tonight, but when I sang it, and I almost forgot it because I was thinking too hard, but I want to say it here and now. My English teacher was a woman named Debbie Biggers, and she was probably 21 years old. She was a feminist. It was 1972. And instead of teaching us English, it was her first year teaching English, instead of teaching us stupid lessons that didn't mean a lot, she would bring in Carly Simon records, and she would play them for us in English class. Now, there's a line in the 3rd verse of What's the Frequency Kenneth about a rearview mirror. It's kind of an obvious metaphor or analogy, whatever it is. Rearview mirror. I'm trying to talk, and I'm trying to stay on point, so can you write that in a blog and send it out there, and I'm sure I'll read it. Thank you. I'm going to concentrate. concentration levels are not what they used to be. She had a boyfriend who had a rearview mirror on his Volkswagen Bug, and it had a decal of a butterfly on it, and he looked like Joe Namath. And so I think I kind of had a crush on both of them. But anyway, that made it into the third verse of that song. Finally, the first song of our encore is called Supernatural Super Serious, which is quite the opposite of super serious. And although I don't write autobiographically, we're going to come right around. I'm going to wrap it all up really nicely. The summer camp where I had the bizarre seance experience is actually not far from here. And if anybody wants to look it up, it's Camp Tahoya. And it was nothing actually sexual occurred. And it, in fact, did not impact my adult sexual proclivities. But I took that experience, I know it's okay, that's what I'm talking about. I took that experience and I changed a lot of the details and brought in some bondage and stuff like that and made it kind of an interesting song. So there's that, another little Texas reference there. Thank you all so much for listening to us. On drums, Bill Reeflin. On second guitar, Scott, Tears of the Clown, McCoy. My beer is called R.E.M. Storm Cloud, and it's pretty